As Starlink's license application undergoes scrutiny, sources reveal insights into Elon Musk's satellite venture, with government assessments focusing on security, financial alignment, and ownership declarations. Anticipation builds around Musk's upcoming visit to India on April 21 and 22. Amidst expectations of major investment announcements, Musk's presence coincides with India's new electric vehicle policy, designed to lure companies like Tesla with import duty concessions. Today's next news is, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has revised India's FY25 GDP growth forecast upward to 6.8%. Citing robust domestic demand and a growing working age population, this reaffirms India's position as the world's fastest growing economy, outpacing China. The IMF also projects a strong GDP growth of 6.5% for FY26. With retail inflation expected to remain at 4.6% and 4.2% for FY25 and FY26 respectively. Today's next news is, in a significant blow to the Naxal insurgency, security forces have eliminated at least 18 ultras in a sweeping anti-Naxal operation within Pay forested expanse of Chote Betia, Kankar district. Among the casualties is a top Maoist leader, Shankar Rao, who carried a hefty bounty. The operation yielded a cache of weaponry, including Alaska 47 assault rifles and LMGs. Today's next news is, dive into the revelation as the Railway Ministry's response to an RTI application unveils a absence of separate revenue generation records for Vande Bharat trains, despite their widespread operation across India. Discover why the ministry doesn't track profits or losses on a train-by-train basis. Explore the staggering statistics of Vande Bharat's reach and ridership, juxtaposed with the surprising absence of financial data. Today's next news is, April has seen remarkable highs in the equity market, with indices hitting historic peaks. The BSE Advanced Decline Ratio for April 1 to 12 indicated robust momentum, contrasting starkly with March's downturn. However, recent days have seen a reversal, with market breadth shrinking and concerns rising. Siddharth Bhamre attributes April's positive momentum to mid-cap and small-cap rebounds post-March. But with recent volatility, is extreme bullishness warranted, or is caution advised? Today's next news is, in the first quarter of 2024, the pharmaceutical and healthcare industry experienced a significant shift in M&A activity. Despite a notable 12% increase in deal volumes compared to the same period last year, deal values plummeted by a staggering 67% to $409 million. M&A activity saw a sharp decline in both value and volume, indicating a complex landscape of strategic decisions and market dynamics. Today's next news is, delve into the enduring alliance between India and Israel, spanning decades and encompassing more than just defense. Learn how Prime Minister Narendra Modi has elevated this relationship, making India Israel's top military customer and fostering collaboration in technology and agriculture. Today's next news is, Yoga Guru Ramdev, along with Patanjali MD Balkrishna, appeared in the Supreme Court, expressing readiness to apologize for misleading advertisements by Patanjali. They acknowledged their past actions as stemming from excitement but assured the court of evidence-backed claims in the future. Justices Hima Kohli and Asnuddin Amanullah reprimanded them for careless remarks about other medicines. Today's next news is, a devastating incident unfolded as a boat capsized in the Jhelum River outskirts, claiming the lives of 4 individuals with several others still unaccounted for. Despite the valiant efforts of the State Disaster Response Force, the search persists amidst rising water levels exacerbated by recent heavy rainfall. Today's next news is, Morgan Stanley analysts predict that India will not see interest rate cuts in fiscal year 2024-25, due to shifts in the Federal Reserve's policy and robust domestic growth. With inflation above target and productivity on the rise, economists Upasana Chachra and Bunny Gambhir argue for maintaining real rates, The Monetary Policy Committee is expected to keep India's key rate at 6.5%, ensuring an average real rate of 200 basis points. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and ring the notification bell to stay updated. Your support means the world to us. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. See you in the next video.